So, Cincinnati Bengals Talk posted this video yesterday of Jamar Chase being interviewed in OTAs about the offseason, about everything that's happening currently with the Bengals. Let's go ahead and listen up to what he has to say.
Added some key pieces. Your thoughts on the additions?
Yeah, man. So far, we got some good add-ons. We lost a lot, but we got good add-ons. So we got to see how those guys react, see how they step up to the plate, and play from there.
Saw you link up with Damar Hamlin. How was that?
It was pretty cool. Cool guy. First time hanging with him, so pretty cool.
How has he appreciated the response from this locker room?
Yeah, he welcomed everything with open arms. You know what I'm saying? He realized his life changed dramatically, and the best thing he could do was just pray and be himself again. That was the best thing for him, and I'm glad he having an opportunity to be able to play football again.
What sparked you guys linking up and hanging out?
Just hanging out, that's all. Just off season, finally get to do the stuff you want to do.
You think he'll be covering you on November 5th?
He plays safety. I don't think so.
Well, you never know who's going to be covering you, right? They change up all the time.
If I'm in slot, then he might have. I ain't gonna say he have a chance, but if he slot, then we might see that.
You get out of these off-season workouts? I mean, what's the benefit for you?
Really, my biggest thing is just trying to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? Because I know last year I don't really come out as much, and my biggest thing is trying to get T to do the same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Because even when he's tired, one of us got to come out the game because it has to work like that now. And the biggest thing for us is just making sure we're in shape and staying healthy. And keeping the team to the highest level as we can.
Are you still doing all the track work and stuff that you did last offseason? I know that was a big part of your training.
None of my work changed. Now I'm just learning how to set up my off-season schedule now, knowing what time I want to train, where, and just make sure I have a full-out schedule in the off-season instead of just being lazy and letting the lazy take me off. So that's the biggest thing.
What are you training for you? Obviously you guys have played in the big games, and does that fuel you guys just each and every season when you guys are just coming up short? You guys are going into a year with a lot of potential this year.
I think the biggest thing is we got a lot of people that want to win in here. I don't think us losing is the fuel for us. I think us wanting to be great and seeing how far we can accomplish ourselves, I think that's the biggest part on why we want to win.
I saw there was a video from you clean pressing. I think it was like 315 pounds. It went viral, obviously. Is that like a specific part of your training you've been trying to do, more core work or anything specific you've been working on?
Not really. I just do power cleans in the off season. Probably do it maybe like 4 times in the off season. Try to get a good max out myself, get as heavy as I can just to see how far I am, and test out my strengths.
I know you've probably been asked this already, but do you have like any specific goals as far as like what you want to achieve physically, strength-wise?
In the off season or period?
Just in the off season,
In the off season, I just want to learn more about the offense, more details, more insight. I want to learn as much as possible in this offense.
How has Joe evolved this time of the year compared to previous off seasons?
Well, it's only my second one.
Yeah.
Right?
In comparison.
This is my second one, right? It's my third year, but second one.
Right.
Right. It's a little confusing sometimes, but this is the first time like we was trying to set up stuff like throwing in the off season. I know we did a little bit last year, but we just try to get throwing in the summertime. I know he works out on his own. Majority of the time he's up here. Me, Tyler, and TB, we all traveling. So that's the hardest thing is trying to get a meetup session throw with Joe.
You're thinking that will happen though this summer based on?
Yeah, it's happened already. It'll happen again. It's just something we always do, just to stay on top of routes, stay on top of connections, stuff like that.
Given the clean video and some of the other videos this offseason, I take it the hip is just fine?
I'm 100%.
What excites you most about the new guys coming in and the potential that this young talented team has going into this season?
Yeah, it's more skill. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people who can move around, a lot of speed guys. But once you get to the league, it's more than just speed. Speed can only take you a long way. I'm excited for those guys. Can't wait to see what those guys do in the season and preseason. So it'll be fun.
Obviously, you and Irv Smith know each other well. You were excited about adding him, I'm sure.
I was actually hype as hell. Zach texted me, and I sent Zach like a dancing gif when we got Irv, because me and Irv used to work out in high school together, same trainer, and we go way back. So it was pretty cool seeing Irv again, seeing him out on the field. You know, it feels good to see another person.
So you know, obviously, what he brings to the field. What does he bring?
I know exactly what he's capable of. We played against each other in high school too, and in college. So I mean, we've been following each other the whole journey. But you know, he gonna have. I feel like he's good with the ball in his hands. You know, he can make a play. He has yak. He could definitely make a guy miss. You know, he's not the average speed tight end. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He's a smart player too. You know what I'm saying? So all of that plays a part in his game.
Apologies for asking this earlier. Joe talked about maybe leaving some money on the table on his deal if it can help kind of bring you all next year. And T, what's that like when you hear a quarterback kind of talk about that?
I haven't heard him talk about that. Use the first source, I guess. But it means he wants to win. He knows what he has to do to win, and he wants to win. He's a winning guy. He's not a quarterback that's always interested in money and all that other stuff. He just wants to win, and that's the good thing about Joe.
Also, what are the UFC moves you mentioned? You said he tries to hit you with them. Can you explain?
Yeah, like UFC punches, fly kicks, and punches. You don't watch UFC?
I do, but what is it? Does he do this?
Yeah, he does this. This is normal. He does it to everybody.
Like he just walking around?
You don't see this in the locker room? He fly knee kicks on me sometimes. Like he do it all the time.
Have you gotten him back?
Hell yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna let that fly. Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, if you guys did not see the photo that he posted on Instagram, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins all hung out this offseason with Damar Hamlin. They went on like an off-road type of thing. Really cool. Because if you guys, just a good backstory here, Tyler Boyd and Damar Hamlin grew up together. They grew up together, I believe, in Pennsylvania. So they have a long backstory, being best friends when they're growing up. T apparently never really knew Damar Hamlin or hung out with him until as of recently. He said that they did exchange like on the field type talks and stuff like that throughout the year, but they never really like became friends until now, which is actually really freaking dope. Now, I will say I do love Jamar Chase. I still think he's a top 5 receiver in the NFL. T is always number 1 for me. Jamar Chase I'll put him at number 2, but obviously T Higgins will always be number 1 for me. To the point though of the videos Chase has been posting. You probably seen them if you watched his channel, where yeah, he was this man was powerlifting some pretty freaking good weight. Now with him being 100% healthy and ready to go and back in, you know, his old Jamar Chase self, it's not really that surprising that he's lifting that much, but for a receiver, it was definitely an interesting amount of weight. And I know there was some comments I got down below of people being like, oh, well, hold up. Just don't get hurt again, please. Just don't get hurt. That's really all that really matters. I did not know my man Burrow's out here with the kicks, though. See, that's information you learn, you kind of figure out now. But to his last point of Irv Smith being, you know, that next level guy, that guy who's a yak merchant, the guy who can absolutely destroy people pretty much any given play, that is exactly why I'm so excited about Irv Smith joining the Bengals, is because he is like a Hayden Hurst, but an upgraded version of Hayden Hurst. As long as he can stay healthy, he's one of the best tight ends in the league, and he can really absolutely dominate for this team for a very long time if he can stay healthy. That's the key kicker here, if he can stay healthy, which I believe he will stay healthy. I think he'll be fine this season. But as long as he does that, he's going to be unstoppable. And he has the best quarterback in the NFL throwing him the football, so that's going to be an and one, as you would say. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.